Good morning, I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome back to Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. So we've got a couple of these mini quests here somewhere. So we're gonna go look for those. There's also urgent quests going on, but we're not gonna worry about those right now. We are looking for this sweet extra plot line. And it looks like they're over this direction somewhere. There's one. Oh man, the planets off in the distance are so cool. Alright, who are you? You are... still... oh, Dozer. What are you doing out here? Hi.
It's you.
Yeah?
I haven't seen you in Retem since the battle with Renus.
Yeah, you'd be right, I think. What are you doing here?
Addie and the others wanted to get my advice and called me here.
Ah.
But I'm done with that now, and I'm just taking a little breather.
Nice.
Addie and I have known each other a long time. I remember that day long ago. Our squad was on an expedition to Retem. We came under a massive Dolls attack. That's when I met Hattie for the first time. Our guys were hurting pretty bad, but Hattie's squad was even worse off. Hattie is a brave and capable Arks defender, but that day, he'd spread himself a little thin protecting his comrades. And then the Dolls attacked him from all sides.
Ah.
I lent a hand and helped get him out of a bad scrape. And we've been good friends and comrades in arms ever since.
Seems to happen a lot with you guys.
I guess we just understand each other. We're both castes and we're both loyal supporters of our leaders.
Makes sense.
When the war was going really bad in Retem, and none of us could even get away to go help, we lost touch for a while. But now we're close again, just like old times. And it's entirely thanks to you three again.
Oh, no it's not.
I'm truly grateful.
Pretty sure things have worked out even if I wasn't there. Alright, and there's another one out over here somewhere. Oh, I see you on the map. Ah, up there. Alright, I'm coming. Who are you? I bet you're staring down into this giant hole. Oh, Hottie. I was just talking about you.
Greetings.
That's not what you said. What are you up to?
The Alio people have asked me to investigate the lower level of Maquad. So here
Maquad. Okay.
I was enjoying the breeze and collecting my thoughts. As you of course already know, there's a broad open space at the bottom of this pit. And that space is filled with rows of large buildings. Old documents have these various structures labeled as energy plants.
That's what I figured.
In other words, structures that house devices capable of producing energy. Until now, Retem couldn't spare any manpower to learn more than that about Maquad. As far as we were concerned, the place was always little more than the lair of Renus Retem. But now, as it turns out, we have a little more time on our hands. So Alio asked that someone come and examine the place further. I've always been curious about it, so naturally I volunteered. Lately, Alio has been sending a survey team of its own to conduct all kinds of investigations. They even allowed me to help with things I've never even done before. It's been slow going, but I am learning more and more about the plants.
Oh, the power plants.
Example,
I was like, what? There's no
did you
plants
know
down
that
there.
Some of those facilities are still operating.
I think I did notice that, yeah.
Apparently, the energy produced at those plants even helps supply Retem City. The plants require no maintenance whatsoever. They simply keep operating forever on their own. I could never even imagine such feats of engineering. But to think that our lives were being powered by energy created in the enemy's stronghold. Truth really is stranger than fiction. I learned something else, too.
Okay.
Some traces of something having to do with the dolls were found in the Maquad facilities.
What do you mean? traces.
I do not yet know the details.
Ooh.
All I know is that the Alio survey team found something that's connected to the dolls in some of the facilities. We had always made the assumption that the dolls simply found that big pit and decided to inhabit it. But if there is a deeper relationship between the dolls and those buildings, then something is definitely fishy.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
this point, all we can do is speculate. I will be sure to let you know if
I just
I'm
realized
able
it looks
to
like he's
learn
got high
anything
heels on.
further. It's kind of nice, actually. Finding something else that could pique my interest as much as combat or music does. In a better world, perhaps I might have been a research scientist. One never truly knows down which path fate will lead him.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, is that all the ones we've got here in Retem now? Or did this open up some more? Oh, it looks like it may have opened up one more up here. Right next to the mountain road. And then we're gonna go back to Alio, because there's a couple there that are taking place after this, I think. And then we'll see how it goes from there. And then, where are you at? Where are you at? What? Oh, you're up there. Oh, hottie. Hi. Hi.
Ah, it's you.
Yeah, it is me.
Standing here with you like this, it makes me remember that day.
Which day?
I mean the day that I first met you folks.
Oh.
This is the one and only trade route between Retem and Alio. I've met all kinds of people here. This is also where I first ran into Dozer as well.
Ah, this is where you got surrounded?
I remember it clearly.
We're gonna get the story from both sides.
Back then, just like today, there was a large incursion of dolls in the area. We had people out here on patrol each and every day. And then, one day, my squad and I were here scouting around, and we came under sudden attack. We were heavily outnumbered, and little by little, the enemy closed in on us. I put my guys behind me and tried to protect them to the best of my ability. Before I knew it, I fought my way through countless enemies and found myself at the edge of the fight. And that's when I noticed. In addition to me and my squad, there were others here fighting the dolls as well. It was Dozer and his squad. At the time, his attention was entirely on the enemy, directly in front of him. He apparently hadn't noticed that another dolls unit was sneaking up behind him. So, I instantly mowed that enemy down and got Dozer out of a bad scrape.
I'm like, wait a second. That's not what I heard from Dozer.
And, well, we've been good friends and comrades in arms ever since.
That isn't exactly how Dozer tells it.
What's that? Dozer told you some kind of different story? Well, he was in quite a panic at the time. He may not remember it correctly. There was a period when the fighting was so intense.
Oh, that was funny.
We lost touch for a while. But as of late, there have been more opportunities to talk to him and the others from Alio again. We used to discuss military matters exclusively, but now we talk about everyday topics too. And you know, it's all thanks to you three.
Aw.
I'm truly grateful.
I love these little side stories here. These are great. I love learning about the histories of these characters. They flesh them out so well. And I love that, like, oh, they've got just a slightly different story of how they met. Is that all of them here? It looks like it may be. Alright, let's go back to Central. And then we're gonna see which kind of stories we've got here. And then I think there's at least one here. There may be two. I don't remember. But I believe we are now through chapter 2. So now all the ones that going forward are now chapter 3. I think. Let's see. Chapter 3. Chapter 3. Yeah, it looks like we've got 2 to go. Should have gone to that one first. Oh well. Also, there is another quest here that I need to start. I don't know what this quest is, so we're gonna take a look at it.
Welcome.
My role is to make the lives of Arks defenders easier by providing useful information. Is there anything you wish to know about? Using the Ark's ID. Now then, please allow me to explain the Ark's ID. Person, profile information. Okay. Am I supposed to... I think I've already done this. Yeah, I've already got my Ark's ID. So, I mean, I've got that personal Ark's ID, edit, confirm. There we go. Successfully created your Ark's ID. Well done. Oh, that's literally all I had to do. Oh, view someone else's Ark's ID. View Ark's ID. Whoa! You can change the background now. That's cool. Is that all I needed to do there? I feel like that may have been the rest of it. Yep, that was everything. Okay, cool. I don't have to worry about whatever that... I don't have to worry about that what that quest was now. So I believe I'm gonna have to go into... So I still can't believe these go down, and I thought that they were going up. Hey.
Glad to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I was just wrapping up a few Central Canon details.
I need to swap back to my regular outfit.
I've been able to ferret out all manner of technical problems. And it's all thanks to the three of you. My sincerest thanks.
Elma's a cut above.
That's true. He often understands things in ways I hadn't thought of. He certainly is a fine engineer.
Makes sense.
How I met Ilma is kind of a funny story.
Are we gonna get another one of those where we get two different...
Anonymous comments had been made on data I'd uploaded to the library. The comments described errors in my work in meticulous detail.
Wow.
Incredulous, I re-examined my data, and sure enough, the commenter was right. Wondering who I was dealing with, I looked up the address. It had come from Kavaris. That immediately made me think of one person, of course. But I knew that Lysis, whom I had been in communications with before, had passed away.
Ah.
I contacted the lodge, and it was Ilma who answered. He told me that his mechanical skills were entirely self-taught.
That's impressive.
His free-spirited approach to problems was refreshing to me. I've been asking his advice on a variety of problems ever since. Including, of course, Central Canon. He's been working his way through the vast collection of research Lysis left behind. His ingenuity, combined with that logical mind, makes him second to none.
Yeah?
I'd better work hard to keep up with him. Well, I suppose I should get back to working on Central Canon now. I have to make sure it's ready when we need it, right?
Yeah, we're probably gonna need it soon. I'm assuming, well, we'll get out of here, and then I'll tell you what I'm assuming. So I'm assuming that the next major area update is gonna be that big volcano off in the distance, and then potentially maybe we'll end up going up to that thing. But I would assume that the next one is that volcano over there, and then maybe that up there. Let's see. Do we got one more over here? Actually, it'd be faster if I go to the lab ruins. We'll do that. I don't intend on fighting in here. They did add another another difficulty level to some of the locations. So I kind of want to do some of that, but I want to make sure that I get the plot out of the way first. Oh, golden rare enemy. I can do that on my own. All right, let's move over here. Oh, dang, there's probably a big monster out here somewhere. There is. All right. And let's get rid of you guys. Cool. Oh, there we go. Perfect. What was that sound? Was that you making that sound? That was weird. So who's out over here? Ran. Oh, of course. Hey, Ran. Hi.
Oh, just in
Oh, I forgot to change outfits again.
I'm thinking about putting together a report on the STIA region. See it? It's right over there.
Is that the STIA region?
Would you mind if I run some of it by you first?
Sure. That'd be great.
All right. Here goes, then. It's a colossal volcanic island located on the other side of Halfia Lake. We have an advanced team exploring it now, just like Kavaris.
Okay.
Although it's been several years since they first started out, they still haven't been able to make much progress.
Not surprised?
There are 3 things in their way. First of all, the interior terrain is really rough. Second, many incredibly powerful dolls have been detected in the area. And third, communications between the advanced team and Central City are not going well.
That's not good.
The interior of STIA is like a multi-story structure, and the team has seen energy plants in there.
Oh, so it's like, I wonder if that other hollowed out mountain is another volcano, and that is it's operating the same.
They think that dolls production may be going on somewhere in there.
Oh. Who's making dolls?
Well, we're waiting on a report from the advanced team for more details, but communication is slow. The team wants to recon the doll's production site, and even destroy it if at all possible. But Crawford won't authorize the advanced team to do that yet. He's saying he thinks it's still too soon. We do need to strengthen the defenses of each region, but we also can't just leave those dolls in STIA to wreak havoc.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Both arguments seem equally valid, but we just haven't had the numbers to manage both at the same time. The team in STIA keeps
makes
insisting
sense.
something truly nefarious is going on, but they've been unable to act on it. Those restraints may be released fairly soon. We've been building up cooperation with Retemarks and finally managed to make inroads in Kavaris. The repair of Central Cannon is coming along at a rapid pace, too. And it's all thanks to your help. We have no choice but to start putting more resources into the situation in STIA now.
That makes sense. Gotta move on to the next thing.
We'll have difficult battles ahead of us, so we'd better be well prepared. We want to do all we can to help, in whatever way we can. Well, I'll let you know if there are any new developments.
Cool. I am excited. So I was right. STIA is that big place, and it is the next location that we are working towards. That is cool. Okay, are there any more here? There are not. So now it's time to run to Kavaris, and we're gonna check out whatever it is that we've got to go check out over here. And then I'm gonna, after we're done, I don't know if it's gonna take the rest of this episode or what, we'll see. I will,
Attention all ARCS defenders. We are beginning a counteroffensive against dolls appearing in the Kavaris region.
Amsphera. I've already fought that thing.
All ARCS defenders.
Let me swap my outfit to my cold weather outfit. I kind of want to change my cold weather gear again. I don't quite like the earmuffs on this thing. But we'll see. Okay, so there's one in here somewhere. Is it up there? Oh, it's right here. Mary. Hey.
Huh? Are you here doing shopping too?
No. I'm preparing. Is that what you're here for?
Yes, I came to exchange some of our leftover food. The people here say it helps them out too, getting ingredients they didn't have.
Makes sense.
I remember this place used to be completely silent and deserted. Sometimes some Arks defenders from Aelia would come to do some surveying or excavation. But that was really only once in a blue moon. By the time you guys showed up, lots of people were coming here. It was kind of unnerving at first. I mean, I'd never seen so many different people.
Aww.
It wasn't just me either. My siblings always seemed to be on edge too. We were preoccupied with Ilma too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then things started to settle down a little, and I started having conversations with them. And I came to find out they were all really nice.
Aww.
They'd ask things like, do you need anything, and do you have enough food? Some of them even treated us like their own children. We've always taken care of ourselves completely on our own, so that's what we were used to. But I feel like they taught me what it really means to take care of one another.
Aww.
Our grandpa always used to tell us to take care of each other, of course. But I don't think I really understood what that meant until now. It's not just superficial cooperation. Noticing when the other person is upset.
It's really interesting that I don't know why, but all of these episode 3 ones or chapter 3 ones have fairly distinctly different dialogue between the text and the spoken dialogue. I don't know why. That's very strange.
Or being able to ask for help when you need it. That's what taking care of one another really means.
Yeah?
These kind people. And you three taught me that. Thank you again.
My door's making weird noises.
I'm really grateful to you for helping us rescue Ilma.
I'm just glad he's safe.
Yes, me too. But if that incident had never happened, I think the 5 of us would still just be doing our own thing. Now, we know how to truly take care of each other.
Ah, I see.
And these kind people, too. You too. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to ask. We'll gladly do anything we can to help.
Aww. She's cute. Alright. Let's see. We've got a couple right outside the gate. So let's go check that out. Ah! Oh man, I love some of these. I love some of the characters that people make. They are fantastic. Alright. I think we've got 2 people right out here, so we're gonna go check out that. Oh, and I think we may have... Do we have another... Oh, no, we don't. Okay. I thought for a second we might have another quest to do over here, but I don't think there is. Aina! Hi.
Oh, hey! I didn't know you were here.
Why do I not have gloves on?
Oh,
That's strange.
I'm
I just thought about that.
to the lodge. I promised I'd visit Mary.
You two sure have become fast friends.
Oh, we sure did. I've been stopping by to hang out ever since we rescued Ilma. For some reason, I felt like I knew Mary from the first moment we met her. I hardly knew any girls around my age until Manon showed up. Obviously, Mary and I were raised in totally different environments. And I figured out why when I saw her break up that argument between her brothers. People usually got along pretty well in Aleo Town for the most part, but when they would fight, they would get so tangled up in pride and status and saving face that they would never back down. So I would always try to go in and make peace. I guess Mary plays kind of a similar role with her brothers as the one I did.
Makes sense.
Or like how I was always there to make food for everyone when they would come home tired from fighting. It's nice when people enjoy your cooking, but it's hard when food runs out all the time. And how everyone was always asking me to cook this or that. When I talk to Mary about that kind of thing, she can totally relate.
Aww.
So we've been talking a lot lately because we have so much in common. Would you like to join us?
Sure. Oh, I wouldn't want to bother you two. Aw.
You wouldn't be a bother.
Aw.
But I didn't tell Mary I'd be bringing you along, so maybe it's not such a good idea. Yeah, well, maybe next time. Oh, look at the time. I need to get going. See you later.
Great. That was great. I like that. And then, oh, and she moved up here? Manon. Oh, Manon's here. Wait. Were you there before? And is this one new? Mary. Well, let's talk to Manon and see what she's got to say. Am I gonna sneak up on her again, even though I'm right in front of her? Oh, the grave.
Fancy seeing you here.
Hi.
Lysis dedicated his entire life to the revival of
I
Kavaris.
forgot this was a grave.
He spent every waking moment trudging through snow and ice to find out what happened. The rapid and violent change that took place in the environment during that war with Dark Falls. He left vast amounts of data in the Lodge study and the Lost Central terminals. At the Lost Central especially, in addition to files about the current state of the city, there were also plans for how to get it up and running again.
Ooh.
To restore it to its former glory as the original Central City, and not just Lost Central. My guess is that Ilma and the others will carry the torch for Lysis now. But there's no telling how long it might take them. And one other thing. There was data regarding Central Cannon in Lysis's report too. Kavaris Arcs also used the cannon to repel the Dark Falls invasion.
That makes sense.
The records indicate that nearly 100% of the output capacity and stability have been preserved.
So there's a second cannon, basically. So the cannon inside Lost Central still functions.
That incomplete file about the Central Cannon that was in the study, Ilma finding that is how this all got started. When he shared the report with Crawford to get his thoughts on it, he also started trying to see if he could research it himself. And in the process, he realized that there was still more data to be found in Lost Central. You know the rest of the story. Now that we have all of the data, we should be able to make progress towards restoring Central Cannon.
Yeah?
Lysis really did put his heart and soul into building a better future for everyone.
Aww. We will carry on his legacy.
Yeah, we will. Everyone is giving it their all. Not just for themselves, but for everyone. I've met so many amazing people while traveling with you two. They all have that in common, even if their circumstances might be different. How else can I help the people of Helfa?
Aww.
That's what I'm working on figuring out.
I'm pretty sure you'll figure it out sooner or later. Yeah, I forgot that this was a gravestone. Alright, let's talk to Mary. Hey, Mary. Whoa. I didn't know these braziers had, like, a sound that came from them.
For your contribution.
Oh, that's cool. Hey.
Hello and welcome.
Oh, look at the little bird.
What are you up to today?
They're just hanging out, I guess. Is everything going well?
Yes, thank you for asking. Ilma is devoting himself to his research, same as ever.
Of course.
Tyvis and Thule are competing over which one can defeat the most enemies. And Kuka often helps me with my work. None of those things have changed.
But
But there are some things that have changed. Kuka goes out to do things with his brothers more often now. He helps Tyvis and Thule fight enemies. And he
That
helps
little
Ilma's
bird is great.
investigations. I've noticed that Tyvis and Thule go out together a lot lately. Before, it always seemed like if one went east, the other one went west. And it feels like they help me with my work more often now, too.
aw.
Helping me hunt tames or pick fruits and vegetables. I try to help them as much as I can, too. But when Ilma gets talking about his research, it's like he's speaking a foreign language.
It's understandable.
Speaking of talking, I chat with Aina and Manon a lot more now. Aina tells me about your journey together so far, and her memories of Aleo Town.
Aw.
What a terrible thing it is, what happened to her. But she seems to feel comfortable talking to me about it.
What is that
She says
sparking
it's
behind my
because
back?
We're both survivors. And that makes me so happy.
Aw.
And then there's Manon, too. She tells me about all kinds of things I'd never heard of, having always lived here in Kavaris. Like different creatures and other environments. She's not as difficult to understand as Ilma, of course, but sometimes I still can't quite keep up. Oh, by the way, do you have a little more time after this?
Sure.
I was hoping you could tell me some of your stories.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, wonderful. Let's go back to the lodge to talk then.
Are we not back at the lodge right now? Or did you mean inside? Oh. I guess we're going right over here. This isn't back at... This is further from the lodge than we were just at. I don't know about you, but,
Just a little more. Oh, I didn't know you were here.
You did... we... Alright. Are you talking to your family members?
Yes. To my parents. And my grandpa.
Oh, is your parents' grave here too?
But to tell the truth, they were never actually laid to rest here.
Oh, I see.
Not my mother, or my father, or my grandpa.
Ah, it's just a memorial. Were their bodies never recovered?
I don't remember my parents very well. We were all so young when that disaster occurred on Mount Latva, and we never saw them again.
Aww.
That's why we were raised by our grandpa. The one who taught us all about how to live in this snow country was our grandpa. But then one night, he went out in a blizzard and never came back.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
The people of Aleo helped us search for him, but we never found any clue about what happened to him. Ever since then, we've had to survive out here, all on our own. The Aleo folks recommended we move to Central City, but we had already decided to try and carry out our grandpa's dreams here. And that's how we ended up staying here. But things never really went well for us.
Not surprised.
Each one of us worked as hard as we could at whatever we were able to do.
But
we never seemed to mesh with each other emotionally.
Aww.
We fought over our goals and plans a lot. And we never could quite understand what we were doing wrong. And that's the way the years passed. We didn't realize our mistakes until Ilma's disappearance. After the three of you showed up. Thank goodness we don't have to live that way anymore.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. Thanks to the three of you, I think we can move forward without repeating the mistakes of our past. Whether it's about Lost Central, or about the enemies you encountered down the road. If you ever need help with anything, just let us know.
Will do.
Because now, it's our turn to help you.
Aww.
There's not much I can do all by myself, of course. But with the 5 of us together, there's nothing we can't do. Now, let me promise you. Here, in front of my grandpa and my parents. I will support you in your battles in every way that I can.
Aww. She's great. Oh man. I love her. She's great. Alright. Who else we gotta go talk to? Oh, way up here in Belagana Ruins. You're right next to that. Aina and Ilma. I can go here, and then talk to Aina, because you're right next to there, and then I can go over there and talk to the other one. Well, actually, it looks like I'm probably only have time for one more. So we'll do this one, and then we'll do the others in the next episode. And you are right over here. Oh, you're looking back over. Yeah, you can kind of see where Alio is from here. Kind of. There's the little island off in that distance.
Hey, come over here for a minute.
Oh, you actually said my name in
Take a
the...
look.
Wow.
The view is beautiful. Every part of Kavaris is so pretty. But when I think about how this view is the result of a fight with Dark Falls, I'm not sure how I should feel. Whew. We're at high altitude. It sure is cold up here.
I bet.
I don't think I could have made it up here without these clothes. Manon was talking about how she can deal with this cold by stimulating her internal photons or something.
Ah, I see.
I'm not so sure about that. It's pretty cold.
Where'd you get those clothes?
Oh, I got these from Crawford. Well, I guess it's more accurate to say my dad had them set aside for me.
Oh, I see.
I guess my dad made a bunch of arrangements there.
Oh.
In case anything ever happened to him.
Oh no.
He generally was the type to just go with the flow. But I guess he did plan ahead sometimes. I feel like I'm just now starting to understand some things about him. I guess the fact that he set these clothes aside for me means that he predicted I would come here at some point. He never did teach me much about fighting, but now this makes me wonder if he was planning to get around to it someday.
Oh.
By the way, I notice you always wear whatever you like. Does it ever get cold?
Nope, I guess not.
Wow, is that a Meteoran thing too?
Maybe, I don't know.
So strange. Well, I think I'll look around this area a little bit more before I move on.
Well, I guess that explains why I don't have gloves on. I guess our player character just doesn't get cold. I guess other than in Raygord Gorge. Yeah, but it looks like we've got... Yeah, we've now got that one and that one to do. Is that it? Is that all? There's probably going to be more after we do that. But that's about the time I've got for this episode. Like and subscribe if you like the episode. Ring that bell if you'd like to see more. Good night, and we're going to go talk to everyone else tomorrow. Bye-bye!